Hey guys, welcome back to Home with the Hearsts. I'm Megan, and today we are going to be doing a lot of things. We just finished up homeschool. We started back earlier than normal just because when we were building our addition, we had to put school stuff on pause because all of the stuff got boxed up so that we could move everything out of the way. It was just very hectic, so it's nice to be back into a routine. But today we've got lots of things to harvest. I've got lots of weeds to pull. Getting really foggy out here, sorry. We're gonna get all of that done today, and then my husband and I, Brian, are going to be going on a date tonight, so we'll get ready for that as well. So I'm just gonna take you guys along.
Hungry for the road all my life, thirsty for adventure all my youth, chasing all my freedoms down Liberty Avenue. And every time I hear a phrase my mother used to say to me, everything happens for a reason. I get the feeling I need a little taste of home, 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 just a little taste of home. I need a little taste of home, home, home. I need a little taste of home. Nothing like kitchen conversation, steam coming up off the stove, photographs down the staircase showing our stories unfold. And every time I hear a song my father used to sing to me, sweet words of an Irish lullaby, I get the feeling I need a little taste of home, home, home. I need a little taste of home.
I finished weeding as much as I could until it was time for him to wake up from his nap. We had lunch, and so now I have gotten our chicken prepared for the kids for supper tonight with their babysitter, and I'm going to can some tomatoes. I have found the easiest way for me to do this is I'm not coring them, not peeling them. I just cut off the tips of them, then I put them in the pot, and I will boil them until it gets to the consistency that I want. So it depends on if I am making pizza sauce or pasta sauce. So the pasta sauce is a little bit more runny than the pizza sauce for me. But these, I think they're Marzano tomatoes. They don't have a whole lot of juice, which is good if you're wanting more of like a pizza sauce. So that's what I'm going to be making today. We'll boil this down and then we're going to can it. So to start out with the tomato sauce, you want to make sure that you cut off all of the bad spots and then the tops of them. And if it's a good tomato, then you really don't have to do a whole lot, but you just throw it in the pot. And once your pot is full, then you want to put that on the stove and put it on medium heat to get it warmed up. Now, I like to put all of our scraps in a bowl so that we can take it out to the chickens. They really find it as a treat. So that's what we'll do here, and just kind of cleaning up. And then I'm going to start getting some stuff ready for our date night, as well as some things for the kids to eat tonight when their babysitters get here. And you'll see me smashing down these tomatoes. As it heats up, it creates a juice, and this will no longer be very full like it was. Seem to understand. My search for freedom, my peaceful gaze. This will start to simmer, and you just have to push down the tomatoes, and we use a wooden spoon to kind of chop the tomatoes and break them open. And as it cooks, it'll keep going down a little more and a little more. Now for our date night tonight, I'm going to make us some sourdough sandwiches. We just wanted to get something that was filling and fast, so we layered some turkey on there. I like mustard on my sandwich. Have some homemade mayo. We put a slice of tomato on there, and also some pickles, some homemade pickles that I made. So those sandwiches were so good. And once this tomato sauce is boiling and it's kind of simmered down some, I'm going to take my immersion blender and blend it all up. And this is why you don't have to peel or core the tomatoes. If you have an immersion blender, you just stick it in there and it blends it all up, and it's so much easier than having to boil your tomatoes and then put them in cold water and peel them and core them and then put them back into the pot to cook down. So there's my secret tip for making tomato sauce. And then once that is finished, I'll just can them up. I'm running a little bit low on time. I have about 2 hours to get. I wanted to make Brian and I some cookies and maybe some sourdough crackers, or sourdough crackers and cheese for our date. I want to get a vase of flowers. I really need to take those weeds that I pulled earlier and put them in the chicken coop for them to eat. I just don't know if I'm gonna have time, but we've got about 2 hours until it's time for us to leave, so I'm gonna do what needs to get done in order to get to that point first, and then if I have time on the weeds, we'll throw those in there. Let's go pick some flowers.
Hungry for the road all my life, thirsty for adventure all my youth, chasing all my freedoms down Liberty Avenue. And every time I hear a phrase my mother used to say to me, everything happens for a reason, I get the feeling I need a little taste of home, 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 just a little taste of home. I need a little taste of home, home, home. I need a little taste of home. Nothing like.
I like to cook my sauce down till it's pretty thick so that I can make a really good pizza sauce with it. But you can make spaghetti sauce with this too, and it just depends on what thickness or how soupy or runny you like your tomato sauce for whatever you're using it for. Now I wanted to make some cookies for us to take, as well as some sourdough crackers, so I will put the link for the recipes below. I got these off of Pinterest. I'll be using those recipes, so I do tend to kind of make the recipes my own, so maybe one day I will rewrite the recipe and tell you guys how I make it.
A little taste of
So I'm rolling the cookies into little balls and then passing them over to my son, who is rolling them into cinnamon and sugar. And I made a double batch of these so that we could take some with us and then I could leave some with the kids and their babysitter as well. These are really good and a family favorite. The main ingredient is butter, so that's pretty cool. It does take a lot of butter though. And then I was gonna make some sourdough crackers. Now, this is the first time I've ever made these. These turned out so good. You just mix everything up and then let it sit for a little while and let it kind of harden up, I guess, a little bit. And then you roll it between parchment paper and cut it with a pizza cutter. And then we popped it in the oven to bake. And these turned out really good. So I think the kids really like these too. So these will be a nice future snack for us to have, and we just really enjoyed all of this stuff. Once the tomato sauce was at the consistency that I like it to be, I wanted to can it. Now, tomatoes can be water bath canned, so I will do that, put a little bit of citric acid in each one. I have a ball cookbook for canning, so I'll put that in the description below as well so that you guys can use that if you plan on canning. But I just packed up all of our stuff after that and we left for the river.
Watching the sunset on Tennessee hills. I wish I could capture it, I never will. 'Cause I'm not a painter, can't stay in the lines.
Yeah.
You probably need to go, like, turn around, back it down. That way you can hold on to that branch, root, yeah. Oh, that's a good shot right there.
Pretty.